Hey team, it's Mr. Z, and today we're going to show you how to factor perfect squares using the quadratic method. Alright, so similarly, it's important to review these in just like polynomial form, and it's just important to remember that it's going to be 0 times some middle number minus 81. This is going to be true for the one below. Whatever the middle term is, they all cancel out to be 0. There might be more than one, there might be two, but the idea is that everything's going to cancel out. So when I'm looking at this, when I create my factors, I'm going to go ahead and think of stuff that's going to cancel each other out completely. So the opposites. For example, for 81, I'm going to choose 9 and negative 9. So I'm going to go ahead and start there. Now, I want them to be able to be combined, which means they have to have the same variable. They're going to have the same variable in power. So if I did 6 and 4, although it makes x to the 10th, I want it to be the same. That way, I can combine them so that positive 9x to the 5th and negative 9x to the 5th cancel out and turn out to be 0, as I want. Okay, so this factors to be x to the 5th plus 9, x to the 5th minus 9. I look and see on the left, there's a minus sign, so it looks like it can be factored. Here's a perfect square, but x to the 5th is an odd exponent, so I'm going to just leave it be. Likewise, for the next one and below, so I'm going to go ahead and do 4x to the 14th. I'm going to do negative 9y to the 8th, and I'm going to ask myself, hey, how do I get these to form these numbers but have the terms cancel each other out? So let's play around. Well, how do I make 4? 2 times 2 is 4. How do I make x to the 14th? X to the 7th and x to the 7th. Likewise, for negative 9, I know that negative 3 and positive 3 make negative 9. Y to the 4th, y to the 4th make y to the 8th. I multiply these guys together, and it turns out to be negative 6, x to the 7th, y to the 4th. Notice that this is a result of this being multiplied by that term. So now, go ahead and look at 2x to the 7th times positive 3y is going to be 6x to the 7th, y to the 4th. Notice how the 6 and the negative 7 have the same variables because I forced it that way. It creates 0, so this does factor. This turns into 2x to the 7th minus 3y to the 4th times 2x to the 7th plus 3y to the 4th. This form right here, where you see how they're the same but the opposites, this is called the conjugate pair. And it's a fancy way of saying that the b value is going to be 0 when you multiply it. Here's some vocabulary for your future. Hope this helped, team. See you next time. Ciao.